Good morning. Okay. I was not expecting this. Like, I don't have my next dispatch yet. I'll go park this way and get ready to head to Kolesnikov. Send a message and see where I'm going. I gotta do a U-turn. Let's do it here. Let's just go into the lumber mill here and do a U-turn there. Lots of space for that there. Might confuse some people, but probably the best way to do this. This bridge is always tricky. You need both lanes. That I'm able to leave Monday afternoon. Let's get on the radio here. Hey, chip truck, you got a lot of smoke coming from your passenger side. It doesn't look like you're dragging a tire, but maybe rubbing. Yeah, he's got some kind of issue with the tire there. I think he saw the smoke before I was on the radio, but said something about it broke off or something, so he's, I guess, aware of it. He's just gonna, or maybe the trailer wasn't aired up. And maybe the suspension wasn't aired up all the way and it was rubbing. Go back to our Lad 1 channel. I know the DCT always uses 100 mile host. He had his hand on the microphone, so he was going to respond to me, but then when I opened the window, it's like, okay, we can talk straight face to face. Although the microphone would have been easier to talk with the engines both running. Greg, is there any chance that's you?
Did he answer you?
No, I was looking for Greg. No answer.
Oh, okay. That would have been weird if I would have heard his voice. We're not talking about the same Greg.
Grand Forks. I'm a little more woken up now than when I shot that ending video for yesterday. I've got nothing to talk about, nothing, there's no new content. I just slept in the yard overnight last night. I pulled in a little bit too late. They were just getting ready to go home. I pulled in and I go, I know I'm a little too late to unload, because the faces were just like angry faces. It's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I was just asking. Because my dispatch sent a message just before I pulled in and said, hey, they're not going to be able to unload you today. I'm like, okay, I'm pulling the yard anyway. I'm like, just asking, would it be okay if I slept right over here overnight, and that way when you guys come in first thing tomorrow morning, you can just unload me. I'll untarp, unstrap tonight. You can just unload me when you come in the morning, because I know you're expecting a bunch of trucks. And they're like, sure. This is where our washroom is. You can wash your hands over there. It's like, nice. You guys rock. It's so cool having someone that their initial angry faces change very quickly to, okay, we don't have to kick you out of here, you're okay waiting overnight. Suggesting restaurants I stop at. It's like, yeah, I kind of know Grand Forks, but thanks, I appreciate the suggestions of where to eat. I just warmed up my pulled pork. Actually, that was funny. Last night when I decided it was time for supper, I threw my pulled pork, because I still had leftovers from yesterday, pulled pork into the toaster oven, set the timer 45 minutes at 275 Fahrenheit, and then just relaxed. And all of a sudden I heard the bing. I'm like, sweet, supper time. Get in there, pull it out of the fridge or out of the toaster oven, and it's still frozen. It's like, what? Apparently my toaster oven's unplugged. Darn it. Okay, set it again for 45 minutes. Let's try that a second time. Not the first time that's happened. Guess it must have unplugged itself, all the rattling and bumping around. Over the speed limit. Everybody speeds here like crazy, but not that much. Like, there's more, I guess, just keep passing vehicles recklessly. Guess we're in a rush. I guess if you're in that much of a rush, passing does actually help, even though there's a slow super beat chip truck in front of us. I guess we'll be home for lunch. We'll be home like, what, 7:30 now? Should be home around, well, I'll get to Cleveland around 10, drop the trailers and all that. It takes 15 to 20 minutes, so say 10:30 by the time I get to Penticton. Drop the truck at Kenworth. 11:30 I'll be home. We'll just make today a one take of going through Grand Forks and leaving Grand Forks. Starting to climb E-Holt. Being it empty, so we'll just fly up this. Let's let that chip truck pass. Alright, I see what's going on there. We'll slow down. Oh, no. I was going to let you go first. I can gain momentum. It's like he he loses so much momentum. He lost a solid 5 minutes up this hill just by doing that. It's like, keep your momentum and make your pass. I'm empty. I can gain all that momentum back in seconds. Should have stayed in my lane a little longer so I didn't wing him out. But it looks like he's training, so might be a new driver. I don't know if he's new to the company or a new driver altogether. Why I say that? Because he's got a passenger, and the only way during this pandemic you're allowed to have a passenger is if you have a trainer, or if your passenger is actually got class 1s and you're team driving. I don't think Sutco has a single one of those, but maybe I can convince Jess one of these days to try class 1s. She's enjoying the game, American Truck Sim. Most of flat deck guys are on LAD 1 and most of the Super Bs are on LAD 2. If you don't know what LAD 1 and LAD 2 is, it's a channel name on our VHF radio. And DCT Chambers is usually on channel, quote, 100 Mile House, unquote. I think. Oh, it's just 100 MI, but it means 100 mile. And VHF gets used a lot in British Columbia, not so much anywhere else in North America. The rest of the continent uses CB radio. Why VHF in BC? Because in the mountains, it's got a lot stronger range, a lot longer range than a CB radio. Set for full Canadian load. I'm running empty. I'm gonna get home even earlier than that. Although it's not very far, so it shouldn't make a big difference on the distance. I also want to stop and get fuel. Just under half a tank. Might as well fuel right up right before the weekend. Well, I don't want to fill it right up and have it sit in the hot sun. So I'll fill it up, but I'm not going to top it off right to the top. Fill up diesel. Fill up DEF, and then I know on Monday I can just hammer down and go to wherever I want to load. When you're going empty over the hill so fast, you catch up with a loaded rig very quickly. Got to be ready for that. 7:45 now, and the sun's that high in the sky already. He's got a tri-axle, so he is fairly heavy. And then we've got another van in front of him. Whatever. If we have an opportunity to pass them, we will. If we don't, it's okay. Just going home. Nice being empty as well. You just let off the throttle just a little bit and you right away drop down 10-15 kilometers in a split second with the engine brakes on anyway. So we got one of them. The other one we won't get because the passing lane is ending and there's not another passing lane for a long, good while. That's okay, it's one less to pass later on. Slow her down real good around this corner. I need brakes for this. This is cool. Just not used to this. Coming this way empty. This is just a 2-axle trailer, so he is fairly light compared to the one that we just ran into. There's a couple of straightaways coming up. If he's still going slow by then and we're clear, I'll go for it. If not, we'll just hang out behind him. Likely he'll be going fast by then because the road's straightened out and downhill. I suspect he'll be going fast and there'll be no point. Actually stuck behind him. Next passing lane is Rock Creek, so yeah, we'll be stuck behind him for a long time unless there's a passing opportunity somewhere. But most of those he should be driving faster too, so like I said, we're in no rush. AC on. It's 18 degrees Celsius. Let's put it on the lowest setting just to keep it a little cooler in here. That way I'm not chasing it when it starts getting hotter. Lots of Sutco chip trucks on this highway. Basically between Rock Creek and Castlegar, you will see Sutco chip trucks all the time. It's like we own this section of highway. A lot of Sutco runs are between Vernon and Castlegar. Kelowna and Grand Forks, runs back and forth in this area. I guess I'm recording too long, and it's going to be more than just a simple, easy grab the video and upload it to YouTube, because my video camera only records in 22-minute segments, and then I have to stitch them together in Photo or Adobe Premiere, which is a program that I like. I'm used to it. Don't really recommend it if you're looking for customer service. There is none. Spot to pass would be right here, but we're so close to speed limit it would take me too long to make the pass. Well, people behind me are making the pass, but they're not getting around me. They're getting around the other vehicles behind us. Driver has, or the trailer has, I think, a Quebec license plate, so if the trailer matches the truck, not a local driver. Explain why they're so slow around corners. They're not used to mountain driving. Which is fine. They're just not used to mountain driving. To come for vacation up here, I was that slow driver. I know my friends from Manitoba come over here and they just go, "You guys just don't slow down for corners." It's like, well, no, because the highways are only corners. There is no straight highway. Slow down a bit so he can get between us. I would have probably made the same pass if I had been him. And Fred just go, what if there's like a knockdown tree or big rock around the corner on the road? And it's like, well, we just trust that the road's still there. Kind of have to. Go 60. Come on, cruise control set. There we go. Welcome to Greenwood. Greenwood on this beautiful June the 4th. It's June the 4th already. That's crazy. Well, I've got a decent long weekend. So guys, next video, well, if you guys are YouTube members or Discord, that's the second time I've said that. Patreon members, you guys will get a trucking video on the weekend, unless something went wrong. And then the next video for the rest of yous, let's see, most likely the next video will be Monday. Ah, darn it. 50, missed the 50. I've gone through here how many hundreds of times and I missed the 50? He's working on his radio control car track. So yeah, I've got Monday morning requested off, so most likely they'll have me running Monday afternoon, probably running down to Castlegar to load Tuesday first thing in the morning. Probably something like that. Excuse me. Oh, allergic to you guys. I'm sorry for blowing your ears out. Junction, micro bakery and a coffee stop. Usually looks like there's always people there, so it's either just a regular place to hang out, or they actually have good good food, good beverages. So yeah, you guys have an awesome weekend. I know what I have planned this weekend, but I don't know what I have planned in 2 weeks from now, the weekend. I don't know what I got planned there. Most likely I'll do at least, yeah, you know what, for the most of the time, as a rule, I'll do at least one live stream every weekend while I do laundry. In the summer now, there might be less live streams because, well, it's the summer and I want to get outside and explore and see stuff. Got a lot of local stuff to still explore. Not the speed to that 80 sign. But yeah, I am out of here. In the morning while they were unloading me, I was reading all your comments. It's one of those, I just go sit outside. I don't, when unloading those 60-foot beams, I don't ever feel comfortable sitting in the truck, so I go sit somewhere out in the yard, out of the way, and wait for them to unload me, because beams that long wouldn't take much to drop one on top of the truck and squish me inside of it. I doubt it would ever happen, but those beams are a little funky to handle. They're 60 feet that's a lot of beams, so there's a good opportunity to catch up and read all your comments and have some friendly banter go there. So thank you for that. Really like reading them all. Enjoy the rest of your day, your evening. I'm out of here.